Okay, so Bitcoin did not surpass 10K like I thought it would on Friday, which kind of makes sense because Bitcoin is always going to do what everyone thinks it's not going to do. It does the opposite. That's just the way it is. It's finicky. Why is that? Why is that? Why did this happen? Why did it go down? Isn't it supposed to go up all the time? Is it the halvening? Is it market manipulation? Yeah, probably both of those things. But who cares? I don't care. Bitcoin is volatile. If it wasn't, we wouldn't like it. We wouldn't talk about it. No one would care about it, right? It's like would be like the bond market. Nobody talks about the bond market. If stocks are considered sexy in comparison to bonds, then Bitcoin is like stocks on cocaine and ecstasy. Can you do cocaine and ecstasy? Well, they cancel each other out. I don't know. You get the idea. So what is this happening after all, and what's it about, and why isn't it making the price go up? So the halvening is just basically the block rewards for mining new Bitcoins get split in half. It's really not a big deal. It's a non-issue in comparison, in relation to the price. So the big deal was block 630,000. This guy right here. This was the magic block where it all happened. So if we go one block before it and click on it and take a look at it, you can see the block reward here was 12.5. So the pool that mined this, the F2 pool, got 12.5, or I should say earned 12.5 Bitcoin at the current price, which is $8,700 each, for mining this reward. So if we go back and we look at block 630,000 and take a look at the reward, you can see that it was cut in half. Now it's 6.25. So kind of sucks if you're a miner, right? Because now you're making less money, still paying for all the mining rigs and all that electricity and all the cooling you need to do to cool it off. But we're not miners, we're investors. So this is a good thing, and the halving is a good thing because it's reducing the circulating supply, or the new supply. While the Federal Reserve banks keep printing money to give to billionaire companies to support their habit of making bad decisions. Oh, and by the way, here's $1,000 for you, which basically that helicopter money didn't even cover my Uber Eats bill for the month. But I digress. Bitcoin reduces the supply that gets unlocked every time a block is mined. So instead of being inflationary like fiat, it's deflationary. Because we know only 21 million Bitcoins are ever going to be in existence. Some of them are locked away. Some of them are circulating, being traded around, sold. So it's not like anyone can just print some new Bitcoin out of thin air, which kind of makes it the ideal asset. So, but I'm French isn't Bitcoin. That's great, but what am I gonna do? Bitcoin fell. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but I know what I'm doing. And the current plan I've been sticking with is I have my chart set here, or my moving average is set to the 50-day moving average here, which is orange, and the 200-day or 300-day moving average, which is in purple here. And whenever I see this thing cross, when I see Bitcoin cross the moving average, to me that's a buy signal. So if I go back in history here to give you an idea, let me set my cursor here. For instance, here I will wait for a close above the moving average right here. I'll wait for one or two closes. That to me is a buy signal. And I'll stay in until I get a close beneath it. Right here, these two candles did not close beneath it. They kind of went underneath it and then went above it. And this is on the daily chart. So I would stay in and I would wait until I got a close or two below the moving average, and that to me is a sell signal. So even though it went up right afterwards, it was a pretty clear signal to sell that it was going to fall, and it would have been right all the way down, and I wouldn't buy again until I saw this signal here. Okay, you get the idea? These guys here did not close below the moving average, so I would not sell there. Those would be false signals. I would be in this whole ride up from here on. I would have been in this, and I'm still in it, waiting for a close because we still haven't closed yet beneath it. Once I get a close beneath it, which may happen around here, I'll go and I'll transfer a good portion of my Bitcoin back to Tether and sit there until I see another signal. So that's my plan. What's interesting is that we are now back in this cone, not cone, in this triangle, this wedge, which we broke out here, and it just couldn't sustain it. Why? Who cares? But anyway, that's the plan. All right, so that's it for today's lesson on the halvening. Until next time.